now we're gonna be making our meal plan. Now, I know I said write out 7 days worth of meals, and that may seem overwhelming in the beginning. So why don't start with 3 days and try there first if you'd like. What I like to do is first look at my schedule. What do I have going on this week? So I'll pull out my calendar and see what my schedule is, my family schedule, to see who I need to be preparing dishes for and who I don't. I focus first on dinners, and I always make a little bit extra so that I can use it for leftovers. For instance, this past week I took some chicken breast, I put it in my Instapot and shredded it up and just had it plain with broth and some seasonings. And I used that to put on a salad for me for lunch. This morning I had a breakfast wrap with some eggs and the shredded chicken. And my husband last night had a barbecue sandwich with it. My other son had it plain because he likes it that way. Oh, I also had buffalo sauce, like blazing buffalo sauce from Primal Kitchen that I love, and I made myself a salad with that. I can make a quesadilla with it. I mean, there's tons of stuff you could do with just some of the basic stuff that if you have that in your refrigerator. So I'll go through and look and see who I need to cook for, how much, what's going on throughout the week, so that I'm not buying excess food that I don't need. And I also have my tried and true recipes that I like, that I printed out and put them in page protectors so that if it's out on the counter, I can wipe it off and it doesn't get messed up. So I have my tried and true recipes that I like. I also like to try 1 or 2 new recipes a week to see if, just have some variety. And before I go to make my grocery list, I'm gonna look at my freezer and my pantry to see what I've got on hand, because I can't tell you how many times I've opened up the freezer and I'm like, oh my gosh, what? I forgot I had all this different kinds of meat, or what is this mystery concoction because I didn't label it. Make sure you label everything. But shop your freezer and your pantry first, because then you're not buying excess and you're saving some money. Also look at the sales this week for your grocery store. There's many different websites for bloggers that will sync up the weekly shopping list with coupons. So you can look for bloggers in your area for your favorite grocery store to see if there's someone in there that shows that week's grocery list, and then if there's any added bonus with coupons, that's great. So I'll write out all my meals, and I also will sometimes keep it in this tracking book and be able to, I like doing that because then I can go back and see what I actually had for that week, and I can repeat it. Also, when you're making your grocery list, what I like to do is, Alexa, add garbanzo beans to my grocery list.
I've added garbanzo beans to grocery.
Okay, so now it's on my grocery list, and when I go to the store, I just open up my app and everything's in there organized by aisle. Saves me a ton of time, and I'm not looking at all the different end caps and other things that are going to entice me to purchase that are totally an impulse buy. I can also share that list with someone else in the house so that they can do the grocery shopping for me, because I'm doing all the cooking. And I think that's about it for right now. So if you have any questions, I would love to hear from it. Oh, another thing, consider batch cooking to save you time. So if you're making a dish that you know you love, like for instance, if I go to Sam's or Costco and buy a bunch of chicken, I know I'm gonna, want to have that in different ways. So I'll individually freeze the chicken breast in different Ziploc bags with different seasonings, like Greek seasoning or taco seasoning, peppers and onions, things like that. So it's quick to grab and thaw out, and that's one step closer to getting food on the table. If you have any other questions, I would love to hear back from you, and I hope you found this useful.